Hi everyone, this is Mary. It's time for my Sunday tutorial for Digital Delights by Luby Lou, and today I've decided to use a pre-colored digital stamp. These little toppers, which is what this is called, come in the snowman, Santa, an elf, and a reindeer. And today we're going to use this snowman to make this little hot chocolate holder. This would make a really cute gift for a teacher, the lady that does your nails, your mailman, Cub Scout leaders, Sunday school teachers, and it's really quick, especially when you use the pre-colored digital stamp. So I'm going to get everything together and show you how to make this. Now before I cut my little snowman topper out, I'm going to take a Q-tip and some pink chalk, because I just like to give him some pink cheeks. I just think that really makes him look cute. And this is very simple to do with chalk. And if you get it anywhere you don't want it, just take the other end of the Q-tip and wipe it off. You can see now, he looks really cute with pink cheeks. Also with chalk, you can also highlight any areas that you'd want to, or give them a deeper color. They're colored really nicely like they are. So I'm just going to leave him with his little pink cheeks, and I'm going to cut him out, and then I'll come right back and show you how to do the rest of the little hot chocolate holder. Now I've got my little Christmas snowman topper all cut out. He's so cute. And I'm going to be putting him on some foam tape or pop dots. You can use whichever you have. For the base of our card, we're going to need a piece of cardstock that's 4 inches by 11 inches, and we're going to score it at 4 3/4 and at 10. And I go over this twice because it's pretty heavy cardstock. And then we'll just fold our score lines, crease with our bone folder, and here's the base for our, this is actually called a matchbook card. And let me show you how this works. This little part opens out. I forgot to show you this a while ago. And inside you have your hot chocolate mix. And then you just fold it back up and tuck it under. That's why it's called a matchbook card. And you can mail this. This will fit into an envelope for an A2 size or 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card, which is what this becomes. It is a little bulky, so if you do mail it, it will increase the postage on it. But what we're going to do is shake this down, because we're going to take this, and up here where we folded this top down, that's about 1 inch right there, we're going to put our hot chocolate mix right up in that crease, fold this down, and then we're going to take our crocodile, and I'm using the large end, and we're just going to eyeball this and cut some holes. Just like that, and that's going to hold that in. Now as you can see on the front of this one, I've got some burgundy gingham ribbon, and that's what actually holds your hot chocolate mix in. We run that through the holes. But before we do that, we're going to put some cardstock, or some pattern paper on the front. I have this green paper from Die Cuts with a View. I thought it looked very Christmassy. And this paper is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And we're going to put some adhesive on here. And this will be the mat that we put our sentiment and our little snowman on. And let me go ahead and put this on the front. Going to line it up with the bottom, or the crease, the fold line. There we go. So when it's folded, it'll look like this. Now we'll go ahead and put our hot chocolate back in. We'll line up our holes, put our flap down, and this is about 14 inches of gingham ribbon that I'm going to run through here, which is not easy. I have no nails to pull things through, so I have to kind of struggle with it sometimes. Sometimes it helps if you cut the end of the ribbon in a point, but I didn't remember to do that. Here we go. Let's make sure it's straight on the back. We want it to look nice from the back too. Now we're just going to go ahead and tie this in a knot. We'll make sure it's even. We're going to tie this in a double knot, and I'll show you why. And you can see that's what's going to hold our hot chocolate mix in. We're going to add a jingle bell. Okay, I've got my double knot. So before we tie it in a bow, we're going to add our jingle bell, and this is just some braiding cord. You can just use some thin cord or thick thread, something like that. Run it through your jingle bell and then under your knot. And I've tied this one pretty tightly. And then we'll just tie this in a knot and trim the ends real closely, and then you won't even see it when this is tied in a bow. That'll get our jingle bell secured on there. Okay, trim off these ends. Now we're going to tie this in a bow. Sometimes my bows come out and sometimes they don't. I just have to keep working with them. I guess we all have that problem. Just keep working with it until you get it like you like it. There we go. Not too bad. I probably won't be happy with it though until I've worked with it a little bit longer, but I'm not going to make you watch while I do it. Because I've been known to work with a bow for a while. But we're going to trim these ends off. And I like to cut the ends at an angle. Also, just like on this one, I've put some greenery, and I cut this with a Martha Stewart fern punch, and I've cut this out of green. And you can take glue dots if you want. I'm just going to take my regular glue runner, and I'm going to put two of these together. Just put some glue on the back. We'll stick these together, and then I'm just going to stick them up under here, and then take this other one and do the same at the top, just to give it a little bit more festive look and a little bit of greenery. There we go. You can see I'm still messing with that bow. And there's the top. We're going to go ahead and tuck this under. So you can see now how that's going to work. Now I've gone ahead and mounted my little snowman on 2 thicknesses of foam tape. You can also use pop dots. And he's going to go on top of the sentiment. This sentiment is Warm Winter Wishes, and I cut this or printed this on the computer. This is in red, and the font is Menu Nouvelle at 22 points. And you can see I left a little bit extra at the top. I actually cut this sentiment at 1 1/4 by 2 1/4, and I've matted it on red, and that's 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. But I left some extra at the top so that it will look like he's holding it and you'll still be able to read it. So we're going to go ahead and put this down here at the bottom. We're almost done, guys. See how quick this is? And that's good because I've got lots of these to make. I like to do things like this for the guys at the office where I work. And they really like getting attention and getting some treats and snacks. Okay, we've got it on there, and now we're just going to make this look like he's holding it. And he's on the foam tape. And we'll put him on. Let's get that greenery out of there. We don't want that stuck under his hat, do we? I need 3 hands. Okay, there we go. Make sure he's on there tightly. There we go. I've got 2 made now. You see how quick that was? And I love the jingle bell. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.